Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine that you could travel through time, that you could observe yourself sleeping through every stage of your life. You would see an infant sleeping for 17 hours a day, a child tossing and turning in his vivid dreams, a teenager struggling against his biological clock, an adult trying to balance rest and responsibility, an elderly person whose sleep has become lighter and more precious. On this journey through the ages, you will discover that sleep has never been the same, but has continually transformed, adapted, evolved. Sleep represents one of the most fascinating enigmas of human biology, one of the most universal experiences of existence, yet it remains shrouded in mystery. It is a daily journey we undertake from our first breath, a ritual that occupies a third of our lives, a parallel dimension where our brain never stops working, growing, repairing, dreaming. In this world where science meets poetry, biology dances with psychology, delicately interweaving physiology and consciousness in a complex and finely tuned orchestration. Modern neuroscience has revealed that far from being a simple period of inactivity, sleep constitutes an active and dynamic state, characterized by intricate biochemical and neurological processes that influence every aspect of our biological functioning. At the molecular level, this process orchestrates a symphony of neurotransmitters and hormones, where adenosine accumulates during waking hours, gradually building up sleep pressure, while melatonin, produced by the pineal gland in response to darkness, regulates our circadian rhythms. The autonomic nervous system plays a key role in regulating sleep, alternating between phases of parasympathetic predominance, which promote rest and regeneration, and moments of sympathetic activation during REM sleep. This delicate dance between the different neurological systems creates the optimal conditions for the processes of cellular repair, memory consolidation, and metabolic regulation that occur during sleep. Neuroscientific research has identified several neural systems that regulate the sleep-wake cycle. The ascending reticular activating system, RS, located in the brainstem, plays a crucial role in maintaining the waking state, while the ventrolateral preoptic nucleus, VLPO, of the hypothalamus promotes sleep. These systems work in a delicate balance, influenced by both internal and external factors, creating what scientists call the flip-flop switch of sleep, a mechanism that ensures rapid and stable transitions between wakefulness and sleep. In the first moments after birth, sleep appears as a complex and seemingly chaotic mosaic. Infants spend most of their time in a sleepy state, with a requirement of between 14 and 17 hours per day. This is not simply passive rest, but a period of intense brain activity, which is crucial for neurological development. The infant brain, during sleep, works incessantly to build and strengthen billions of synaptic connections, an essential process for cognitive and motor development. Active sleep, which occupies about 50% of the total sleep time in infants, is characterized by rapid eye movements and intense brain activity. During this phase, the developing brain receives endogenous participation crucial for the maturation of neural circuits, particularly those involved in vision, learning, and memory. Neuroimaging studies have revealed that this brain activity during active sleep is crucial for neuroplasticity and the development of synaptic connections. The structure of neonatal sleep differs significantly from that of the adult, with a predominance of active sleep reflecting the incredible brain activity required for development. During this phase, the infant's brain shows activity patterns strikingly similar to those observed during learning in adults, suggesting that active sleep may act as a training program for the developing brain. As the months progress, sleep begins a slow but steady evolution. The first year of life represents a period of extraordinary transformation in sleep patterns. Through a gradual but steady process, sleep begins to consolidate into longer periods, mainly during the night, while daytime naps become more structured and predictable. Maturation of the circadian system plays a key role in this evolution, with the suprachiasmatic nuclei of the hypothalamus becoming progressively more sensitive to environmental signals, particularly light. During the preschool years, sleep undergoes further refinements that reflect the increasing complexity of the child's cognitive and emotional development. Neuroplasticity remains high, and and sleep continues to play a crucial role in learning and memory. Neuroscientific studies have shown that during deep sleep in this phase, the brain particularly consolidates declarative information, such as vocabulary and factual knowledge, while during REM sleep, mainly procedural information and emotional memories are processed. A particularly interesting aspect of this phase is the emergence of dream awareness. Children begin to remember and recount their dreams, a phenomenon that reflects the development of metacognition and self-awareness. Night terrors and nightmares, common at this age, may play an important role in processing the fears and anxieties typical of this developmental period. Adolescence marks one of the most dramatic reorganizations of sleep after early childhood. The hormonal modifications of puberty trigger profound changes in sleep regulation mechanisms. Melatonin secretion undergoes a phase shift, naturally delaying the onset of sleep by about 2 hours compared to childhood. This biological phenomenon, known as phase delay, is universal and is observed in all cultures, suggesting an evolutionary basis. The conflict between this biological sleep delay and the social demands created by the school system generates what researchers call social jet lag. Adolescents find themselves forced to wake up early for school, while their bodies naturally require more sleep in the early hours of the morning. This discrepancy can lead to chronic sleep deprivation, with significant consequences on learning, mood, and behavior. Brain plasticity during adolescence is second only to that of early childhood. Sleep plays a crucial role in the brain remodeling process characteristic of this age, with particular importance for the maturation of the prefrontal cortex, the seat of executive control and judgment. Sleep deprivation at this stage can interfere with these developmental processes, potentially affecting behavior and long-term decision-making abilities. Adulthood brings with it a relative stability in sleep patterns, but introduces new challenges related to work, family, and social pressures. Adult sleep is characterized by a well-defined architecture, with cycles of 90 to 120 minutes alternating between REM and non-REM phases. Individual requirements are generally between 7 and 9 hours, with variations depending on personal chronotype and genetic factors. Chronobiology studies have revealed the importance of respecting individual circadian rhythms for sleep quality and general health. Shift work, constant exposure to artificial light and chronic stress can profoundly alter these rhythms, with consequences that go far beyond simple fatigue. Research has shown links between chronic disruption of circadian rhythms and an increased risk of metabolic, muscular, and even oncological diseases. With advancing age, sleep undergoes further significant changes. The elderly often experience an earlier sleep phase with a natural tendency to fall asleep and wake up earlier. Sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented, with a reduction in deep sleep and an increase in nocturnal awakenings. These changes reflect modifications in brain structure and the production of age-related neurotransmitters. However, recent research is challenging many traditional beliefs about sleep in the elderly. Not all sleep changes considered normal in aging are inevitable. Regular exercise, exposure to natural light, and maintaining an active social life can contribute significantly to preserving good sleep quality in old age. These non-pharmacological interventions are proving increasingly effective in counteracting age-related sleep disorders. The implications of sleep for public health are profound and multifaceted. Understanding the evolution of sleep through the different stages of life has led to a reconsideration of many social and institutional practices. School schedules, for example, are increasingly being debated in light of knowledge about the biological rhythms of adolescence. Numerous studies have shown that delaying the start of classes by even 1 hour can bring significant improvements in academic performance, mental health, and road safety among students. In the world of work, the growing awareness of the importance of circadian rhythms is leading to a reconsideration of the organization of work shifts. Innovative companies are experimenting with flexible working hours that take individual chronotypes into account, recognizing that respecting natural biological rhythms can lead to higher productivity and better employee well-being. Occupational medicine is also devoting increasing attention to the prevention of sleep disorders and shift extends far beyond individual performance. Chronic sleep deprivation has been associated with an increased risk of obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and mood disorders. The social and economic costs associated with sleep disorders are enormous, including direct healthcare costs, lost productivity, and sleep-related accidents. Sleep disorders are estimated to cost economies several percentage points of annual GDP. New frontiers in sleep research are opening up exciting perspectives. Molecular chronobiology is revealing the genetic mechanisms that regulate circadian rhythms, while neuroimaging techniques make it possible to visualize brain activity during sleep with unprecedented accuracy. These advances are leading to an ever deeper understanding of the role of sleep in brain and systemic health. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are revolutionizing the diagnosis and treatment of sleep disorders. Next-generation wearable devices can continuously monitor sleep patterns, providing valuable data for personalizing therapies. These tools are making a preventive approach to sleep disorders possible, allowing early intervention before problems become chronic. Sleep telemedicine is emerging as a powerful tool to make treatment more accessible and affordable. Virtual consultations combined with remote monitoring through connected devices allow for more continuous follow-up and earlier interventions when needed. This democratization of access to sleep care promises to reduce health disparities and improve outcomes for more patients.